Alright guys, welcome back to Survival Living here. I am in the side yard of the house. Last time I went fishing, I had come across a couple young fishermen that were using a gas net, and they had tossed it and the wind blew it right into the pilings coming up, and they wound up damaging it. I operate with a little 3-foot cast net, and it works okay. It's not the best. Anyway, they decided to throw it away. It's actually a 6-foot cast net. Today I spent time repairing and reweaving everything, getting all the lines replaced that were torn and stuff. So now I've got a 6-foot cast net that cost me about $2 to repair. Not bad. Just a little thing there, guys. Keep your eyes open for stuff. It's not hard to repair a lot of your own stuff, so you have things to catch fish. Like I said, I've been using a 3-foot one, and it's worked. Things I ran into, because I'm usually fishing off the bridge. One, the line to cast it was pretty short. I'd have to throw it and lean over the bridge to let it sink down. That wasn't working too good. So this one here, I'm probably going to put like a 30-foot paracord line on it, which is where I usually fish at. It's about 15 feet down before you hit the water. That way I got enough to go deep. So just want to encourage you guys, keep your eyes open. I'm feeling better, by the way, guys. Our food distribution that we did on Saturday, it bothered me a lot with the reaction of a lot of people. I've read your guys' comments, and I do appreciate it. I just had to take yesterday off. It bothered me a lot, the way people reacted. I was more hurt than angry at it. We did our best. I'm glad that we were able to help the people that we did help. Somebody had pointed out, these family sizes between 3 and 6 people in a family means that there was nearly 100 people that were able to eat food that day. So, yeah, we did something good. When I say we, I mean we, you guys that helped, not me. I'm just a YouTuber. I'm an iron worker. I'm a welder. I'm an asshole. I know. I did see a comment on Facebook. Some guy was trashing what we did. It's all a sham, and I'm a disabled veteran and all this stuff. And I engaged him. I did. One of the things I didn't like was, I'm a disabled veteran and you should have blah, blah, blah. Like I told that individual, yeah, former Air Force myself, so don't come up and start screaming about you're being a disabled veteran. You should be getting bennies. Talking to the wrong guy, okay? I was in the Air Force too. I don't go around asking for discounts and shit like that, even though technically entitled to. But don't come to a food drive where people are trying to feed people and you didn't get something, then you start mouthing off crap on the internet about people. It's just not very cool. So yeah, I was dealing with all that yesterday, guys. Luckily today, I'm feeling better. I was actually speaking to my buddy, Airborne. He sent me a message, so you got to get out of your head. No kidding, I did. So that's why I started working on the cast net, getting it squared away, give me a better opportunity of catching more fish. Yeah, because I love fishing. It's a good way of stockpiling up your food, a good way to have food when you need it. I had some comments on our food drive. People were saying you need to teach people how to fish and hunt, trap. We do. Check out our playlist. I mean, I show everything from trap, snares, how to fish, where to fish, what type of rigging you need to use. I'm not the world's greatest, but I'm pretty damn good. I can always make sure my family's fed. Biggest issue I see is a lot of people don't want to do, and a lot of people want to just find a reason to complain about things. Things not going their way is Trump's fault. Things not going their way, it's somebody else's fault. One of the things I noticed talking to my local area, few distribution places and stuff, guys, they're overwhelmed. And it's not just my area, it's everywhere. People are hurting, but again, it goes to you know, trying to do things, figure out ways of providing for your family. Okay, I have to think back. You know, I get the comments, well, you're a YouTuber, you make all this money. No, I don't make that much money on YouTube. There's been many times I thought about just stopping YouTube because I'd have to spend so much time doing YouTube, and I could rather be doing something else. But I think about the TikTok that was screaming about who's going to take this, the taxpayers' responsibility to take care of her kids. But then she talked about her TikTok, and if you don't send her money, she's going to block you. Entitlement. Dear God, the entitlement of people. I was hoping there might be a pop-up there for you guys so you guys could have heard that directly from the horse's mouth. Find ways of providing for your family. And I've seen every excuse underneath the book, underneath the sun, of why people cannot do it. You know, when I was fishing all the time, I wasn't just sitting on my ass fishing. No, when I'm fishing, yes, I do that. But I was also working a full-time job as a welder, or I think I started as a mechanic when I was doing my videos on fishing all day long. And I went home, got cleaned up, made coffee, made sure I had my little cigars with me because I enjoy a cigar when I'm fishing, and head right out. And I'll be up there all night till like 4 in the morning. Just enough time for me to go back home, shower, and go back to work. And I do that for days at a time, and then there'll be times I have to crash out. There are ways of doing things. I had somebody say that fishing for food is not logical and not self-sufficient because you have to have fishing license and all this expensive gear, and you have limits on what you can do. Yeah, there are things you have to do. Absolutely. Down here in Florida, my saltwater fishing license cost me right at $20 after taxes. And also after handling fee, which you have to do online. I don't know why, but there it is. If you want special license, it costs more. There's just no way around it. And trust me, I don't agree with it, but it's the way the system is. So, investing in $20 for fishing gear, for fishing license. One fishing rod, decent, at Walmart, cost me like $29. And then I had to change out the line for better line, basic tackle. So less than $60. You're good. I have brought in more fish valued at over $60 in one season. It's worth the investment. It is. Hunting, all that stuff, guys. You know, you can load up your deep freeze slap full of food. If you don't like what I catch, that's okay, because I'm not planning on giving you my food anyway. That's for me and my family. I love the comments. I can't believe you're eating this. I would never eat that. Don't give a rat's ass. You do you. I'm just trying to make sure my family's fed, and we're not picky eaters. Food is food, all right? My favorite one is the big old cell cats. I can't believe you eat that. That's a trash fish. Well, actually, you're incorrect. I don't know how many of those fish I have gutted and took a look inside their stomach. They have everything from other fish, including their own kind, to shrimp, crabs, all this stuff in there. So they're not bottom feeders. And actually, saltwater catfish, cellcat, to me, and I love catfish, to me it's better than freshwater. The meat's tougher. It's not, you don't have a muddy taste. Are they slimy when you get them out? Yeah, they are. You know, just once you get them cleaned up, there's nothing to it. You know, just like shark meat, just like skate. You know, there's all kind of food out there. You know, just because it's not grouper or whatever fancy fish are out there, doesn't mean you can't eat it. So I encourage you guys, think outside the box, do what you can, prep up as much as possible. I got a video coming out. I'm going to still have to put it all together about the stuff with Venezuela. I said in the past we were going to be going into Venezuela, and the more and more buildup I see on the news and information coming through, it looks like we are definitely staging up for something. I'll save that for another video. I just want you guys to be prepared, because it's not all about the drug, narco, terrorism stuff that they're talking about. That's just a way in my opinion. I think it's definitely a regime change is what they're planning, and everybody just should be ready on their end here in America, because things are not getting better. Things are getting worse. It's just the times we're in. Things are tough. System, the economy, everything was tied in together, and we saw it as preppers that it is going to fail. And we're seeing more and more of this. Things are starting to fail. So that's why we've prepared and continue to prepare. So anyway, guys, I hope you guys had a great weekend. I got a lot of stuff I got to do this upcoming week. We got some weird weather coming our way. Very, very cold. At least for Florida. I know. When I lived up north, different story. But for Florida, you're dealing with 100-degree weather and stuff like that all the time. All the humidity, when it drops down to 30 degrees, you're freezing because your body has not had the time to acclimate to that type of cold. So I don't believe I'll be going fishing this week because I think that temperature change is going to really mess it up. So I just have to make sure I get everything else ready for it, because I got a lot of fishing I got to do, because we got to restock up our deep freeze. All right, guys, appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Speak to y'all later.